Today we'll be flying the MD-11 from Honolulu International Airport down to Sydney. So this flight is between 7 to 9 hours, and it's been around 3 or so hours after I took my flight from Maui to Honolulu, if you guys remember that in my videos. So yeah, it's been around 2 or 3 hours since that flight. We left at around 6 a.m. and the weather seems to have cleared up pretty much. Obviously there still are some lingering pretty dark clouds, and they are pretty thick. As you can see, there's on the horizon there's many clouds. But yeah, the MD-11 freighter is fully capable of handling this. I got a brand new improvement mod that was made not long ago actually, and it makes the MD-11 flying the MD-11 so much more fun, and the flight model isn't bad, and it's a lot more enjoyable. So we're just gonna go ahead and get this plane fired up and headed over towards Sydney. And of course our ground service crew will be of course Hawaiian Airlines. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn on the external power and also the battery. And as you can see, everything is non-aligned or not aligned, and that is because by default state it's not aligned. All we have to do is go to the overhead panel. We'll first turn on or arm the emergency power, then we'll turn on our navs. So I don't know if you guys noticed, but the radome, or the nose of the plane, is still open, and we don't need that open. It doesn't really carry cargo, so I'm not sure the reason why I had it open. I just think it looks cool when doing a walk around like I just did. So yeah, it's kind of, obviously we'll get it closed very easily. It'll take like a few seconds for it to close though, because well, it's a giant ass nose. So yeah, obviously I have to get the flight plan inputted. I gotta do the fuel, I gotta do the init, I gotta do takeoff speeds, I gotta set up for pretty much everything except for the landing. We still got a long ways until the landing because we aren't even off the ground yet. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the plane ready, and then I'll talk to you guys when we're pushing back, most likely. Okay, so I got everything ready. All we really have to do is call the ground crew for pushback, and obviously I'm gonna do that in a second here. But yeah, we have our cruising altitude. I'm gonna go ahead and turn these on because without them the plane will kind of just turn itself off. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call the ground crew for pushback.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will. Set parking brake.
Go ahead and start engine 2. Now we have all our engines started, we can go ahead and start our taxi. This plane isn't very good at taxiing. At least the rudder inputs are extremely slow. No matter how fast or slow you're taxiing, it's extremely odd. Yeah. Runway isn't that far. Obviously, it's very close. We're taking off from runway 22 right, I believe. So, yeah, obviously, we're just going to have to kind of spend our time taxiing, which, like I said, doesn't take long. And we can turn our nose light to taxi. I can't really tell if it's on off and then it goes to land or something, but yeah. So here I am. It's still quite weird taxiing or rudder input. With the rudder inputs, it's very slow. I'm not sure what the reason for that is. It's just the improvement mod. It's a little wacky. Obviously the plane doesn't really pitch up correctly. It feels very nose heavy, like the 787. And yeah. Also, we pretty much have all our lights. I don't fully like the MD-11 when it comes to light situation. And we're going, because we got kind of speeding up on our taxi, which I don't mean to do. My throttles aren't that high. But what I don't really like about the MD-11 is kind of hard to understand the lights, because the lights are, there's no like strobe light. It doesn't label it as strobe. It just labels it as like high int or something. I forget. I do know the beacon light, but I don't know the strobe lights. It's very odd. There's a runway turnoff, but we are not going to be using that because that's not the runway we're taking off from. I don't know if you guys can see. We gotta go ahead and make sure our auto brake is to TO or RTO. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my throttles are on idle. So yeah, there's no one coming in right now. Obviously, we're gonna go ahead and do all of this. High in, make sure everything is on. We can keep the logo off, I guess, but we'll keep it on. But yeah, so my throttles were at idle, and it'll gain speed at idle throttles for some reason. It's something I can't fix, and I'm not in the expertise to fix it. I think it should just be the engine value, which is my theory, but I'm not fully sure about that because I don't know. Like I said, I might be able to fix it. If not, then I don't know what I'll do. I'll just live with it, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and turn on the runway here. Hopefully I will be decent at rudder inputs, because, well, I mean, it's not very light on the rudder inputs. So obviously we gotta turn left now just a bit. And luckily these turns aren't that, like, I guess, heavy or steep or something. Sharp turns, I guess. Which is nice because the MD-11 I don't think would be able to handle it. There's the runway. I'm just gonna go at throttles are on idle, everybody. My throttles are on idle and it's gaining speed. That's not how a plane works, just letting you guys know if you didn't know that already. But yeah, I'm not fully sure why the hell it's doing that. It's very odd. I think I do need to fix something with the engines. I gotta revert it back to the old values, because the new engines are just, well, I mean, my throttles are idle and I'm gaining taxi speed. I'm not even going downhill. I'm like going straight. That's the funny part about it. And yeah, if you guys know why for some reason my throttles are idle yet the plane still goes super fast, let me know. Obviously we're gonna hold short of the runway. We don't really need to because no one's coming in on the left or the right, so obviously we can just go ahead and get our takeoff clearance. There's nobody coming in, so yeah, we're good on that. Also, if you guys see where like my I think you see it's right there. It was just right there. How the border of the screen was white. It's right there. It's a It's the AAU2 bug. I'm not sure. They said they're gonna be fixing it, but I haven't seen them fix shit yet. And it's been like 3 updates. Asobo says they're working on it, but they've been saying they're working on a functional weather radar for a little while now, and I'm just saying it hasn't come out. I think they're just focusing on MSFS 2024 more than their main game. Obviously, they said they're going to support their main game, but I don't know about that. Hopefully, they'll fix it soon, because it's an issue that really makes me mad sometimes. It kind of ruins the realism, I guess you could say. We're stopped on the runway. Our brake is RTO, and I'm just going to go ahead and increase our throttles to Toga. This plane does do rough on rotations. I don't know how to fix it. Obviously, it's the flight model. Gear up. So yeah, very beautiful departure out of Honolulu. Always, I love flying out and into Honolulu. It's always so awesome. The ocean is awesome. I like flying into anywhere that's kind of like near the ocean. So Japan, Shanghai is really nice. Honolulu, obviously. Sydney will be extremely cool because it's also surrounded by cities. So is Honolulu. So we'll go flaps up, and I'll just talk to you guys when we're at cruising altitude. Okay, so around 30 minutes later, the weather has cleared up, and our cruising altitude has just been hit not long ago. So yeah, the plane is kind of veered off route for some reason. Also, there aren't much SIDs for some reason, or display, at least from 22 left from the runway I took off from. It's kind of just a straight out departure, so that does make sense. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and talk to you guys when we're descending into Sydney, and then we'll probably be landing into Sydney, so yeah. Alright, so we have nearly hit our top of descent. I don't think it's the top of descent marker, but it might be. We do have to set up for our descent because it is extremely close to Sydney now. Obviously, we're going to go ahead and just increase our altitude to 5,000 feet. I'm going to wait a bit just to descend, kind of like after this turn. I might start it. It should start descending to 5,000. I don't know. The MD-11 is a bit weird when it comes to descending. I'm not very sure why. I don't think you guys can see Australia yet, but yeah, we're extremely close, so don't go anywhere. But yeah, I'll just talk to you guys when we're probably on approach to Sydney. Okay, so plane's being extremely weird. It's overspeeding. I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm just trying to keep auto throttle on. We also turn on our landing lights because we are below 10,000 feet. So yeah, I don't know why I keep turning that light on, but yeah. Sydney is to our left, obviously, and I have the autopilot on the localizer, so it should hit the glide slope, and now it does. So yeah, the route displaying was a bit weird, so I had to reprogram it, and it displayed it correctly this time. So now I'm happy about that. Obviously, I have to kind of focus up on this landing. This approach and final is a bit challenging because there are houses and buildings like right by the runway, and you can't be too low, otherwise you're probably gonna blow someone's roof off. And I'm not trying to do that because I'm not trying to get fired. Just kidding. I can't because I'm a virtual pilot. I don't actually fly planes. But yeah. So like I said, it's a bit challenging, especially with the MD-11 as well. Such a heavy feeling plane, at least in this scenario. It feels pretty heavy, and I can't use my auto throttle because it doesn't want to stay at 160, so I have to manually land the plane with my throttles. So I kind of got to focus up now, guys, so hopefully I can stay on centerline, but if not, don't get mad at me in the comments. I'm trying my best. Yeah. Okay, so I really wanted to land on centerline, but I was trying to get it down because I'm not trying to do a go around in this plane. And so yeah, obviously stick around because we got a shutdown. I know you guys have been wanting it. Finally, WaveZ doing a shutdown. Yes, I am. So yeah, obviously I'll let you guys enjoy the replay, and then I'll talk to you guys a bit after when we are parking to our gate. Alright, so we do have to taxi. We're going to put our flaps up and our speed brakes up. And hopefully the plane, even while idle, we're going to go ahead and, oh shit, guys, we can fly at negative 1,000 feet. We're just going to put the feet at 0. I'm not really fully sure on how to shut down the MD-11. All I know is I'll just shut down the engines and stuff. But yeah, we do have to park at a freighter gate, or a heavy, or not really a gate, really a parking, because, well, why would we have a jetway when we're a cargo aircraft? It's literally just me, my co-pilot, and another dude. I think it was the first officer on the MD-11. I could be wrong. So yeah, obviously, yeah. Sorry, I'm kind of having issues taxiing. Like I said, this plane is a bit rough on taxiing. Not really sure why. My throttles are on idle, and I'm probably going to gain speed, just letting you guys know, because this plane is kind of stupid. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and we're pulling up to our parking. Yes, I know. I'm parking next to an A380. Shut up. A380 is a cool plane. Can't wait for fly-by-wire. It's going to be awesome. So yeah, I am going to park next to the A380. I think it would be pretty cool. I think I might have missed the freighter parkings, but we're just going to go ahead and park here, because why not? Obviously, I'll be a bit more accurate doing shutdowns in my next videos, because this is my first time doing one in or on camera. But yeah, so go ahead and kind of make this turn early, because MD-11 taxiing. I'm going full to the left right now with my rudder, and it's in fact just not going. I'm not sure why, like I said before multiple times. But yeah, so we landed in Sydney at around 3 p.m. I know it gets very dark quickly in Sydney. It's only 3 p.m. and it's literally orange out. It's sunset. I think their sunset's around 5 p.m. But yeah, so obviously this plane, we do need a better taxiing flight model for this plane, just make it taxi better. And obviously we do need to fix the engines, because that's a big problem in my opinion. I'm gonna go ahead and try and park very accurately. Obviously it's a bit hard, like this MD-11 is right there. I think we parked a bit early. We can fix that. Just go alright, there we go. So we should be good on that. We'll go ahead and set parking brake, because we're parked now. So yeah, today's flight was 8 hours, around 8 hours 30 minutes. I don't know what exact time, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down the engines and whatnot, and then I'll talk to you guys just a bit after that. Okay, so engines are shut down and whatnot. So my next video, I will be flying from Sydney to a mystery location that you have yet to find out. I know, I'm very ominous, I'm very mysterious. But yeah, seriously though, yeah, we'll be flying from Sydney to somewhere. I believe that flight is 13 hours, so if you can tell me what flight it is, I'll be pretty impressed, and I will give you a thumbs up in the comments. But yeah, so I'll just talk to you guys in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe, share with your friends if you enjoyed. Peace.